So the readings this weekend are really amazing because our first reading it's from Proverbs. And Proverbs is a book from the Old Testament that talks about wisdom and about ways to live our life. And I love this chapter 33 because it talks about this woman, this wife, and the husband entrusts his heart to his wife. And so I started thinking about that word. What does it mean to entrust? And in our gospel, we see the same word. The master entrusts the talents to his servants. I don't know if you know this, but one talent is about 80 pounds of silver. And that is equal today to about $1 million. So you have one servant who receives 5 talents, one who receives 3, and one who receives 1. And I think sometimes people feel a little sorry for the servant who received 1 talent and buried it. And I think the way to look at this might be from a different perspective, because he was entrusted with a talent. He wasn't given a talent to do with whatever he wanted. The master gave him the talent to take care of for him, to care for. And that reminds me all the way back to the Garden of Eden in Genesis, where Adam was entrusted with the Garden of Eden. He wasn't given the Garden of Eden. He was asked to till and care for it, to cultivate it and help it prosper for God. And so the servant is the same way. He was asked to cultivate and to help prosper and grow the talent that he was given to care for, not to keep for his own use. How does that apply today in our own lives? As parents, one of the ways it applies is our children. Our children are entrusted to our care. If we do nothing, like the servant who buried his talent, that certainly wouldn't be okay. Nothing is not nothing. We're asked to cultivate, to care for. And how do we do that? When we grow closer to God and we see more like God sees, live more like God lives, love more like God loves, then we will cultivate all the things that are entrusted to us, whether they're the gifts of faith or hope or love or things or talents that we can do, because they'll all be used to serve God, and because that's the way we live out entrustment. That's one thing to think about when we read our readings this week.